850 metres before them, ready. Gates crash open, they're off in the first, slow to go. The Schnitzel Colt went back to a clear last. Now beginning well, the Rock and Pop soon after burnt off here by the Street Boss Golding, who showed plenty of early talent, skied out by almost 3 lengths. Oarsman goes to second, Rock and Pop Golding third inside of Pontelma by the 600 metres. 2 lengths away, H01 back inside of the Bernardini, a length and a half away to the H05. Filly just been sooled along and 2.5 back. To the last is the Schnitzel Colt after that slow start as they come towards the corner. 300 metres to go, the leader doing it nicely. The Street Boss hard up against the paint. Railed out like a greyhound, leads a length and a half. Oarsman being called upon. Further away then, we've got the Rock and Pop Golding and Pontelma, but it's the Street Boss Golding holding them at bay in the first. Drew out by a couple of lengths on Oarsman, and then the Rock and Pop, and all the way went to the Street Boss Golding for Trudy Thornton, goes on and scores just over 2 lengths on Oarsman. Third the Rock and Pop, then Pontelma. Ifraj filling, Schnitzel made up some ground at the last couple of 100 metres. Last couple in here, Nestro Zero weekend outs, and they did the tail of the Bernardini filly. Heat number 2 in front of us, we're ready to race, 850 metres. Looking good, gates open, they're off and racing, Power Play and Lady Linwood a little bit back-footed at the start along with Scotch Miss. Now one of the first out, the So You Think Colt to take it up into the first turn. Going with that, the He's Remarkable filly, and they get away 2 lengths on Rock to Cam's filly around the Ifraj Colt. A nice run fourth the inside by the 600. Back midfield here, the Commands filly is down on the inside. To its outside is going to be Lady Linwood, and there's 3.5 lengths away to Scotch Mist, who's back at the tail with Power Play. Heads are about to be turned for home here at the 250 metres, and the So You Think Colt dashed away here, put 3 lengths in the He's Remarkable filly, then the Ifraj further back, Rock to Cams, and out wide of Lady Linwood making ground, but it is all the So You Think Colt. Here's a nice one. Oh, he's getting right away here from the He's Remarkable filly and the Ifraj, the inside, but it's all the So You Think, and it bolted in. Now second, the He's Remarkable just from the Ifraj, then the next Lady Linwood from Rock to Cams, further away the Commands filly. Back at the tail here, the Power Play second to last, and Scotch Mist, always back towards the tail, has come home at the tail of the field. So they loaded away, no problems, and we're set to go. Burgundy filly has the inside. Ready to trial, gates open, they're off and racing. The Burgundy flew out off the inside, going back to the tail here, the O'Reilly, and on the drift was Treasure. Well, Burgundy, she was the first out, but quickly taken over and headed now by the Master Craftsman Golding, who took it up as they run by the 600 metre marker. Going up to third, the Smart Missile travelled nicely around the Uncle Mo, sliding through underneath that to go to fourth. A length and a half away, Master Craftsman Colt niggled at, 2 back to Treasure, and 2.5 away to the last 2 here, the Hassanay and the O'Reilly Golding. So as they swing for home here, it's the Master Craftsman Golding the leader, but here's the Smart Missile Colt presented quickly, and he's starting to let down. Master Craftsman just in front from the Smart Missile. A good battle coming up. They're clear of the Burgundy. Master Craftsman and the Smart Missile. Oh, he's got a good stride on him. I think he's pretty smart, this one. The Smart Missile, he drove to the lead short of the line, and he'll beat the Master Craftsman, and they drew right away. They had a good 5 lengths on the Burgundy. Then Uncle Mo, followed by Treasure, further back Hassanay, Master Craftsman Colt, and always last the O'Reilly. The 5 of them ready to race. Guillotine Golding and those Horton colours off the inside. Gates open, they're off and racing, and the Guillotine was easily the best out. Won the start by about a length or so on the Darcy Brahma filly, and 3 out on them as they hit the first turn, the McPhee Colt. Then back fourth here as they work down the side of the track is the Tavistock filly, and back at the tail the Azamore as they put the 600 metres behind them. But only 3 lengths covering these runners as they near towards the corner, and it's the Guillotine in front. Jumped out in front and has held that position as they near towards the turn. Darcy Brahma filly though eyeballing her, and 3 out the McPhee. Back behind these the Azamore and Tavistock filly will come to the outside. Just over 200 metres to go here, and the McPhee going up in the centre to have a look at these leaders. The Darcy Brahma filly in the centre, and down on the inside of the 2 of them is the Guillotine. Little between them, the Darcy Brahma filly. The Guillotine comes again. The Guillotine on the inside came back to beat the Darcy Brahma filly and the McPhee Colt third, and not overly extended the 3 of them. Back behind these, the Azamore and the Tavistock filly was last, but only 3 or 4 lengths covering the 5 horses. Up goes the Pince Colt, we're set to go. 850 metres before them, ready to trial. Gates open, they're off and racing. And going back early, the Rip Van Winkle, and also heading back towards the tail off that outside gate, the Pince Colt. and the Swiss Ace filly back as well. Now beginning quickly, the Star Spangled Banner gelding has come out in front here as they run to the 600. The Schnitzel filly goes up to second quickly, the Guillotine Colt third, and on the inside of these, the Master Craftsman gelding. 2 lengths away then to the McPhee, and they've broken away on the others. 4 lengths away to the Pins Colt, who's getting past a drifting Rip Van Winkle Colt. And back at the tail of the field, the Swiss Ace filly. Heads a turn for home, and out of the centre, the baldy face Star Spangled Banner gelding is the leader. Has more than a length on the Schnitzel, the Guillotine, and up between runners now, starting to get home well, the McPhee. It's starting to hit the line and come after the Star Spangled Banner, but he's holding them for the moment, and the Star Spangled Banner wanted to drift out to the centre of the course, but he's got the win from the Schnitzel and the McPhee. Then came the Guillotine, the Master Craftsman. They were clear of the others, they being the Rip Van Winkle Colt in the last couple home here. We've got the Pins Colt and the Swiss Ace filly.